this topic has been trending for a while now. I've not been able to talk about it because I didn't have time, but right now I have time to talk about it, and that is why I'm here. So there's this lady on Twitter that goes by the name Mommy Z. The lady came on Twitter because there was a thread that people were asking, so people wake up by 5 a.m. to make food. And then the lady replied, that is Mommy Z. She replied and said that she didn't used to wake up to make food for her family. But the day her husband came back from work, and then the husband told her that a colleague came to work, and then she brought 2 spoons for her, like she brought lunch, and then she brought 2 spoons, one for herself and then one for Mommy Z's husband. After her husband told her that, she started waking up earlier to prepare food for her husband, and it sparked outrage. This outrage were caused majorly by feminists. They started attacking this lady. There was nothing they did not call the woman. There is no type of mockery they did not make on this woman. And then people out of pity, like men out of pity, started donating money for the woman. See, I won't lie for you guys. The woman, if she didn't make money, she made about 10 million naira or close to in 2 days. And a lot of companies were contacting her. They were giving her gifts, buying her, renting her house, buying her properties, giving her a lot of things. Like, she gained really a lot. And a lot of brands, you know, brand positioning now, so most brands would like to attach themselves, so they use the opportunity to advertise their brands, and then they gave her a lot of gifts. Feminists was part of the brands that gave her stuff. A lot of brands actually gave her stuff. She gained a lot of things for 2 to 3 days that she trended. Still, this conversation was not allowed to die down because people started saying a lot of things, ranging that the woman is a slave, she's suffering in her marriage. How can you wake up by 5 a.m. to cook food for a man? They were saying a lot of things about this lady. I just want to say a few things here. Those things, okay, God, I just realized that I've not done an introduction to this video. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so sorry that I skipped the intro. I was just in a hurry to air my opinion, but I'm so sorry. I apologize, fam. Welcome to another video. If you are new here, thank you so much. You can like this video, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can like my Facebook page or follow me on TikTok. Thank you so much. You can also share this video so that your people, your friends, your families can also give their own opinion. It's very important. So Mommy Z said that she started to wake up early to cook for her husband after her husband told her that a colleague came to work, and then she brought 2 spoons, one for him and then one for herself. This thing has been causing controversies. A lot of people have been having different opinions. But there is this thing that I've noticed from almost everybody that has earned their opinion, especially from the female side. A lot of them were talking from place of privilege. Because it was the next day that we realized that this lady, they don't have fridge, they don't have freezer, they don't have most of the properties that majority of these people that are calling her names for cooking for her husband. That she doesn't have most of the things that these people have. So she was trying to do with what she has, which is wake up in the morning to prepare food for her husband. And to be honest, I don't see anything wrong with it. But you know now, the type of feminism we practice sometimes, it looks as if it just hate for anything men. I understand that a lot of women are disadvantaged, but that is not enough reason for you to assume that a woman that is cooking for her husband is slaving, or that a woman that is cooking for her husband is suffering. I don't know where that come from, because our mothers were cooking for their husbands, even though some of their husbands can cook, and they cook at times. But in African setting, majorly, men are providers while women are homemakers. So I don't see anything wrong when if a woman, an African woman, chooses to be a homemaker, try to cook for her husband, for instance. I don't see anything wrong with it. But a lot of feminists, like, they focus on that cooking. You would think that cooking is the major issue that women has. Cooking is the least of the problems that women has. There are a lot of things that women need, like empowerment and other things. There are a lot of things that make women suffer. There are a lot of things that is wrong with our society, especially when it comes to women, and cooking is the least of it. We notice that whenever they talk about cooking, these people will come with their rage. Sometimes you just be asking yourself, is this cooking that is causing all of these conversations? Most times, most of the conversations that they are having about feminism on social media, it revolves around cooking. You would think that cooking is the major problem that women has. Cooking is not even top 10, it's the least of it. I don't know why all the time everybody is focused on cooking. There are so many things. Women in Africa need education. Women in Africa need empowerment. Women in Africa need a lot of things. Women in Africa need to get involved in governance, the economic disparity. There are so many other things that feminists in Africa should focus on. But focusing on food that you eat. So if a woman decides to wake up by 2 a.m., for instance, to cook for her husband, is there anything wrong with it? If she's doing it on her own, like she decides to do it, like this momsy decides to cook for her husband, what exactly is wrong with it? We are meant to understand that feminism encourages right of a woman to choose, right of choice. So if a woman decides that she wants to be cooking or she wants to be a housewife, why exactly are feminist triggered? If she decides on her own that, okay, I just want to be a housewife since my husband is working, like in the case of this momsy, the husband has been the one providing for the family because the woman is a graduate, the husband is a graduate, but they don't have a job. You guys know how Nigeria is now. They don't have the same job, so they are just trying to manage their family. So they plan their family the way that it will work for them. Since the husband has a job, then the woman should stay and take care of the house. What exactly is there? Something wrong with it? Is there something I'm not getting? Because I do not understand. Were you guys expecting that the husband will go to work, come back home, the wife will stay at home doing nothing, and then when the husband come back home, the husband will enter kitchen and cook and then serve the wife and everything? So why are you guys fighting for equality if this is what you guys really want? Like you don't hate oppression, you just want to be the oppressor. So I do not understand it. And if you go through the timelines of this woman, like the previous tweet that she had made before that particular day, the woman has been gushing about her husband. Even the husband too has been gushing about the woman. So it's mutual. These things are mutual. And this family, they cannot afford like fridge now, because if she had fridge, she would have cooked in the afternoon and then store everything in the fridge, so that whenever the husband wants to go to work, the husband will just wake up and then the husband will carry the food and warm it and put the lunch in his box and then go to work. But they don't have that privilege. A lot of you are very, very privileged that you guys do not even know that there are people that cannot afford 1 square meal, just 1 square meal. People are suffering. When you sit in your well-furnished mansion or well-furnished duplex, remember that there are people out there that do not have, that cannot even afford a square meal, especially in Nigeria. And the thing is, I get more confused when these things come from Nigerians, because as somebody that was born and brought up in Nigeria, or somebody that is a Nigerian, even if you were not born in Nigeria, at least you must have heard that where you come from, there are a lot of poor people there. Millions of Nigerians live below the poverty level. So how do you expect this type of people to afford the kind of lifestyle and the enjoyment and luxury that you have? They cannot afford it. It's not everybody that can afford these things. So before you judge anybody, before you crucify anybody or try to make a case for somebody when not ask you to make a case for her, try to get the details first. Try to listen to the person, try to ask questions so that you will get the point of that person and get all the details that you need before you judge that person. People that we are saying that, oh, she doesn't want the colleague to take her husband. Is there something wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it. Most of you people here don't even keep female friends. Most of you that are watching me, you don't even keep female friends because you don't want them to snatch your husband or your boyfriend. Oh, if they use food to collect your husband, that means he's not your husband. Let's even pretend like all of us are not human beings. All those people where they don't collect, did they plan to be collected? They did not plan it. And some of you are even going through wars, and then you come to social media to lay standard that you yourself cannot keep. You come to social media to lay standard that you cannot keep. Everybody knows that most women are money they collect them from their husband or their boyfriends. And men, majority, most of the time, now food. They collect them. So why are we trying to pretend like these things don't happen? These things happen. They happen. And this momsy has been gushing that her husband is a very good man. Anything can happen. Oh. Anything can happen. If this man is not abusing the woman or being manipulative or trying to treat her badly, so what exactly is wrong when this woman tried to reciprocate the energy that the husband give? Why do you guys have a problem when a woman wants to reciprocate the energy that her husband gives? You are all about woman rights, Abi. Woman should be able to make their choice. I understand. So why do you have issues when a woman make a choice that you don't like? Because that is the problem. You want women to be able to make their choices. Fine. That is good. That is what everybody wants. Freedom to be able to make your choice. So why do you have issues when that woman make a choice that you now don't like? As far as the choice was made by the woman willingly, what else? What else do you want? Why do you want it to be what you want? Why do you want every woman to conform to your own belief and to conform to your likes and to your dictates? You know, jail now, that is hypocrisy. It means that you don't even want women to have opinion. You don't even want women to have their choice. You only want to be you want to be the oppressor. You want to be controlling women's choices and women's likes. Allow people to make their choice. As far as the choice is not hurting you, why do you have issues with that choice? If the choice of the woman cooking for her husband, it doesn't have anything to do with you. So why would you say that she's suffering or trying to mock her because she made that choice? If the woman wants to spoil her husband or do some certain things to compromise and then make her marriage work, how is that your problem? Like, why do you have issues with it? Let us not be what we criticize, because it's going to be very bad. It's going to be very terrible. Me, as I did like this, I know they like hypocrites. I don't like hypocrites at all. Because majority of you are doing a lot behind social media. You do a lot of things just to please your own husband. Why should your own way be the only way? Why should she do what you want and not what she wants to do? Some of you are privileged, a lot of people are not. So before you judge anybody, before you criticize anybody, especially on social media, try to get the details. Try to know where the person is coming from. It's very, very important. There is this Unijust student that fired her colleague today. According to her, she said that she had an exam the next day and then she was in her room reading. And this her neighbor, a student like her, was playing music and the music was so loud. She said that she told the guy to lower the music so that she would concentrate on reading her books. The guy refused. So this lady went and locked the guy and his friends inside. They were inside playing the music, and then the girl locked them from the outside. And when people started begging the girl to open the door, the girl refused to open the door, and they pleaded with her to open the door for a long time. And then when the girl finally opened the door, this guy, that is the guy that owned the room where the loud music was playing, wanted to fight the girl for locking him and his friends inside the house, inside his room. And that was how this girl carried her kitchen knife and then she shook her on the guy. And that was the end. It's just the beginning of the year. Okay, now, you will be girl that your parents sent to school. You should know that in that school, they have mad people. They have different types of people in school. If you have been to university hostel or if you have been to the higher institution and where students live together, you will know that they have different types of people because everybody is not the same. And everybody did not come from the same background. So everybody has their own way of life and things they do. That girl had sense, she would have carried her books and go to the library to read. Or she would have waited for the guy to off the music before she studied. Or she would have packed her things and maybe go somewhere else to go and study. If she had done these things, by now, we wouldn't be here. Now the girl is arrested. The exam that she's supposed to write tomorrow, she's not going to write. The boy himself don't buy. So now, she's going to go in for murder. That is it. Do not allow your anger, especially when you are dealing with the public or when you are in the midst of people, a lot of people. You have to know how to control your anger. It's so unfortunate, It's so unfortunate because the parents that send that girl to school now, the parents will be in grief because do you know how much they have spent to pay her school fees, to pay her tuition and other stuff that were required in school? And this is how the girl is going to end up. She's now going to go in for murder. Your parents will send you to school in that harsh economy. They don't have it easy. Another thing is that if you are in a place where there are so many people, you also should learn to try to put other people in your shoes. Try to be considerate. Because if that guy were not, because the girl had come to explain that she was studying for her exam, that you should lower the music. If that guy had lowered the music, probably he would have been alive today. Anyways, that's the gist I have for you guys today. I would love to read your thoughts in the comment section. You can help me share this video. You can also like and subscribe if you've not done so. Thank you guys so much, and see you all in the next one.